some discarded bottles over here.
I'll just take one.
You never know. Alright. Let's talk with the lawyers, see if they can at least help us out in this mess.
Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
We're almost done.
But we need one more document.
The deed to the Marley Mansion.
Gee, that's a coincidence.
Why?
Well, Grandpa Marley's letter mentioned something about the deed being in the Lucre Island Bank, so I went over to get it. And while I was there, a no-nose pirate robbed the bank, stole the deed, and framed me for bank robbery.
That's horrible.
Outrageous.
Do you need representation?
No thanks. I trust the courts to recognize my inherent innocence. I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit?
That sounds...
Intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Well, we can start with,
I'd like to sue the ghost pirate LeChuck for emotional distress.
We can't sue a ghost.
That'd be unethical.
Immoral.
And besides, there's no money in it.
Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
you're ruining the jokes.
What do you call a galleon full of lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
The terrible tragedy.
A horrible waste?
A potential negligence litigation gold mine?
A good start.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Do the families of these lawyers have proper representation?
What's the difference between a lawyer and the ghost pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While Chuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck. Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met.
Okay, I don't get that one.
How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy.
You hook him up to a reliable
Though legally inadmissible.
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving. Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one?
Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
Now we really need to find that deed to the governor's mansion more than ever. And there's the bank. He's probably not going to be happy.
I think he's still pretty cheesed off about the bank robbery.
Yeah.
Hey there, Moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to, until you came along, that is.
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke, and nobody on this island will trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
Well, you could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Really?
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him, but he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him!
I hear my parole officer calling. See you later.
Now the thing is, we actually need to get into the bank because there's evidence that will help me, help me get out of here. But unfortunately, the bank is
Returning to the
closed.
scene of the crime, are you?
I was just looking for evidence.
Right. Bank's closed until my investigation is complete. So I don't want to see you going in there.
There is another way of going in there, and it involves this manhole over here.
Wow, Lucretown is a sewage system. How nice is that? I wonder if I can get into the bank through here.
We can, though, through different means.
I'm not picking that up.
Okay. We can actually use the broken sword that we got to pry this open.
Ah, crud. I dropped the sword into the sewers. Oh well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves Fred, but scratched out right next to that it says Larry loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone.
This is actually a clue that will actually help us get into the bank. And that clue will lead us to here, the Palace of Prostheses.
Let's see, rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here. It's the guy who runs the Palace of Prosthesis. That creepy looking guy has patches over both of his eyes.
Yeah, but my hearing is great.
Sorry. I haven't seen so many pointy things in one place since my last dental checkup. It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
That red one sure is sticking out.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well, then you best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
We are gonna need that hand later on, but for right now.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here they call me Dead-Eye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
It's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
Okay.
And without a monkey to guide you around the shop, you're essentially paralyzed, right?
No, I get around the shop just fine, with or without Pongo. Thank you very much.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do, send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today though my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you generously applied to your face. Fortunately my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway?
Sharp enough, Binky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
Have you got anything free? Because we really can't afford any of this other stuff.
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Actually, this will actually... Now, the way you answer him will determine what random, object he'll give you. And if you remember the names on the manhole cover, he will actually give us what we need to get into the bank. So,
Larry?
Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Mindy.
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Fred.
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
After many years of
Oh, no,
plotting,
I
she
grabbed
became
the wrong
head of
one.
all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story.
That's the wrong
I know.
one.
Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
That's a prototype from my own Dead-Eye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for pirates who've lost so many ears, eyes, and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad. Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Okay, we need to go back. I made a mistake, and unfortunately, we don't really need a prosthetic head. And unfortunately, we're going to be carrying this prosthetic head for the remainder of the game, and it's totally useless. There's no point in having it. So I gotta go back, see what... I'm sure I got Larry and Fred right. I don't think it was, Mindy. Let me see.
There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves
It
Fred.
was Cindy.
And scratched out right next to that, it says Larry loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone.
Okay, it was Cindy. I got it wrong. I thought it was Mindy. Okay. Cindy. Okay. Now the thing is that if you keep messing up and getting different, prosthetics, you can actually combine all the prosthetics together to make some sort of weird doll, and then and if you use it, Guybrush will throw it on the ground saying, "It's alive!" Honestly, there's no point in it. It's just for, shits and giggles. Anyway.
Dave?
Yes?
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
The free...
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, eh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Larry?
Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Cindy.
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Realizing that
There we
beauty
go.
was only skin deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
This is something special. It's a sample of my newly created, ultra-stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Ew.
With just a few square feet of this miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime of sword fighting, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat.
Yeah.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Alright, one last thing that we're gonna need for him for now is we really need that prosthetic hand over there, and he can hear us, so if we distract him with another noise.
Do you mind if I turn this on? I said, do you mind if I turn this on? Guess not.
We gotta hurry.
It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs.
Did I hear something?
Nope, just the haunting melodies of my music box.
And that's it. We don't really need the music box anymore, so off we go. Alright. And now we put the prosthetic skin. Put the prosthetic skin on the manhole.
That doesn't need fake skin.
On the manhole, not the cover.
Hey, it's like a trampoline.
And then we bounce on it up into that window. Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! 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 Whoa!
Ow. Okay. Now do some investigating. Well, first off, we need light so we can see what we're doing. So, let's turn this on.
It controls that light. Technology marches forward. Nobody can do mental math anymore.
Nope.
Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more.
We're gonna need that, Scupperware. Well, it's Tupperware, but you get the idea. Might come in handy.
Pirate Magazine. Popular news of the Caribbean's most scandalous and nefarious pirates. And in this month's issue, how to loot and pillage and still be there for the kids.
What's that weird shadow? Looks like a nose up there.
What's that shadow? It looks like a nose? Hey, a prosthetic nose.
Oh, hey.
Good, gross. I'll bet this belongs to that smelly pirate guy, the one with no nose.
I'll take that, Mr. Threepwood.
Ah, what are you doing in here?
I might ask you the same question. Instead, I'll just take that as evidence.
Let's go try it on Pegnose.
What a great idea. Except no one knows where he is. Bring him in, and I'll consider it. But remember this, even if it fits, it only proves he was in the bank. It doesn't tie him to the loop.
You still think I did it, don't you?
Yes, but I can be swayed by the right evidence. Now get out of here.
Well, one down, two more to go. So we proved that he was in the bank, but now we gotta prove that he did steal the loot, and we gotta get him. So, we go out the same way we came in.
Ow!
Alright, there's one more thing that we need. It's down here.
It's a chess clock.
Yep. We need this clock, but unfortunately these two are using it, so if we
I
can...
wouldn't recommend touching it.
It would be harmful to your health.
We're using it to time our match.
He doesn't look like he's concentrating too hard. He appears to be in deep concentration.
Yes,
Can I play next?
sure, if you don't mind waiting a few hours.
Oh, why so long?
I'll tell you why. Because Larbot the pirate here can't concentrate on the game for more than 2 minutes at a time.
Can I help it if I have a wide variety of interests that cause my mind to wander?
Yes, a wide variety of culinary interests, you mean.
Well, I never.
You never move, you mean?
So who's winning?
It's hard to say. I've been pressing Senor Castaneda's queen with my Montgolfier offensive. But I think the miserable Getz got me stymied with his Estrada barricade.
Ah, I see. I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate.
Yes.
Does he play chess?
I don't think so.
Then I don't care.
Okay.
Your friend seems awfully focused on the game.
Noticed that, did you? Senor Castaneda is exceptionally well disciplined. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's nearly impossible to shift his attention. Except...
Yes?
Well, he does carry something of a torch for Brittany, the bank teller.
Interesting.
Now, we need to sabotage these two games so that we can pick up the clock. And the thing is that you need to distract them, which is this one right here. But you gotta wait until they actually pick up the piece. So we gotta wait for them to pick up the piece again, and then use the distraction thing. There we go.
Holy macaroni! It's a time-traveling H.G. Wells! And he's brought a bucket of macaroni!
Where?
Haha! Nice move, Brainiac.
That doesn't count.
You know the rules. You let go of a piece, it's a move.
But...
Rules are rules, Tabo.
Fine.
Alright, now it's his turn.
Yes?
So who's winning?
It's difficult to say. I've been chipping away at Mr. Santiago's material via a subtle Yeltsin stagger step attack. But it looks as though he's undermining my efforts via a modified Khrushchev burial defense.
Yes, of course. Oh, look, it's Brittany!
Brittany, where?
Ooh, good move.
Don't tell me you're gonna count that!
You bet your bonny butt I am.
You unbelievable jerk!
Who was it told me that rules are rules, Tabo?
Fine. You wanna see a move? Here's a move!
You call that a move? This is a move.
You can't do that!
Oh yeah? Who's gonna stop me?
Sweat Factory!
Nose goblin?
Gainsian pig!
Soft rocker?
Full step standing!
Fringe candidate?
Bug magnet!
Doily sniffer?
Lard bucket!
Monkey molester?
Cheese chomper!
We're back to cheese again.
Weasel warrior?
Gainsian pig!
They're gonna be at it for
Weasel warrior?
Alright. So now we got their clock, but you're probably wondering why. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Oh, and by the way, one of the things that I have to mention, now if you remember back at House of Prostheses shop, the Dave can identify, can identify people's smell. And what we have to do is that we have to use this empty spritzer bottle to create a smell, to make it smell like more like Peg-Nosed Pete, and that way he can identify him. So we gotta make up some stuff. So basically they said that he is at the Mist of Time Marsh and that he pretty much really smells. Let's go back to smelling this handkerchief.
This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley.
Can you smell it? No. Okay, bring it out and smell
It smells somewhat like hickory smoked fish.
Yeah, so basically, hickory smoked fish. So, we'll take, we got a fish. We'll put it in the, empty spritzer
Nothing like the
bottle.
smell of rotting bait to woo the ladies.
And next, we'll get the, wood shavings. Into
There,
this.
that should make the concoction smell interesting.
And I think we need something else. Oh yeah. Okay, we actually need to go into Mr. Time Marsh for this. We actually gotta fill it up with swamp water. There's only 3 places to go to the island. That's back to town, the marsh, and that house over there. We'll be getting there later. Alright. Okay. And we take this, and we put it in the puddle.
I've always wanted swamp-scented perfume.
Alright. Now let's use it, see if it's...
This almost smells like that hanky, except the hanky smells more pleasant.
I wonder. I know we're missing ingredient, and I know where the last ingredient is. But the thing is that I wanted to show you what happens if you try to traverse the Mist of Time Marsh by yourself without knowing any directions. There's a reason why it's cursed, so if we just wander off in a random direction, say like straight, we have
it's a gate.
We can't do anything with the gate, so let's go over here. Got time. And then head over here.
I hope I can find my way out of this place.
We're back where we started. So yeah. We need to find directions. And the thing is that Dave actually has the directions to where Pegnos is, and we can use that to traverse the swamp. Or rather, the Mist of Time here. Which means that we need to find that last ingredient, and it's over at the Foreboding Mansion.
That's
over
one
here.
creepy looking mansion.
Yep. And it's Ozzie's mansion. So yeah.
That fountain gives me the heebie-jeebies.
And there's a flower here. And this flower is actually our last ingredient. So use or combine with homemade
There,
perfume.
that should make my concoction smell better.
Okay, now let's test it.
Hey, this smells exactly like that hanky, only stronger.
Perfect. Well, let's check out Ozzie's mansion.
That watchbird gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Anyway, what's back here? Is this like a guest house?
That's a very small door.
Yes, it is. Can we go in?
It's locked.
Nope. Alright.
Hey! Who are you? And what are you doing in my house?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
A pirate? I hate pirates. My name is Ozzie. Ozzie Mandrill.
That name sounds familiar.
Aren't you the over-the-top heavy metal performer who bites the heads off of monkeys? Weren't you the one who was supposed to bring balance to the force? Now, let's go with this.
Aren't you the over-the-top heavy metal performer who bites the heads off of monkeys?
Don't play the gink with me, Threepwood.
Who's playing?
Well then, allow me to illuminate the dingy corners of your mind. Ozzie Mandrill is a businessman, a capitalist, a real estate developer. I'm also the future king of the Caribbean.
Hey, you're the guy who's trying to buy out the scum bar.
The scum bar? That's just the tip of the aardvark. I'm gonna buy the whole Caribbean.
Why are you buying up all the land in the Caribbean?
Because I'm a man with a vision.
You too? What are yours like?
I see a Caribbean freed from the chaotic plundering of grog-swilling pirates. A Caribbean made safe for the orderly consumerism of family-oriented themed restaurants and resorts. A Caribbean scrubbed clean of filth. A Caribbean you'd be proud to take home to your mother.
Gee, mine are mostly about ice cream. And how do all my pirate friends fit into your capitalist utopia?
Ah, they'll be retrained.
Retrained?
Yes, the service-based economies of tomorrow's Caribbean will need legions of waiters, janitors, maids, and dishwashers.
But what about pirates who don't want to be waiters, janitors, and dishwashers?
What makes you think they'll have a choice?
And how do the dozens of pirate support industries fit into your scheme?
They'll be torn down, of course. No more will these islands be cursed with the blight of run-down watering holes, murky voodoo shops, and disease-ridden houses of ill repute. Instead, our streets will be decorated with classy art houses, whimsical theme restaurants, and upscale knick-knack shops.
But what about the stores that won't sell out?
They always sell out, eventually.
Yeah, he insults Swords fights man. He always wins, apparently.
But what about the children?
What about them?
I don't know. Just thought I'd ask. I'm tired of discussing your warped dreams.
And I'm tired of discussing them.
What's your beef with pirates?
Well, for one thing, pirates smell. The only thing that smells worse than a pirate is two pirates. It's enough to make a man park a tiger on the rug.
Yeah, right. Is there anything else you hate about pirates?
Not much.
Oh?
Other than the fact that they're an uncouth subculture of illiterate yobbos who make it impossible for a hard-working businessman to earn an honest quid without worrying about being sacked and/or pillaged. Not much, really.
What's with all the dead animals?
I like having them around. They remind me of where I came from.
Burbank?
Australia, you ninny.
Oh.
Well, they said that he was absolutely unbeatable. Let's see if the rumors are true.
My navigator tells me that you're pretty good with an insult.
Pretty good? Listen, Kitty Wink, I'll have you know that my insults have finished off over 500 hostile takeovers. There isn't a man alive or dead who can withstand the might of my withering barbs.
I bet I can beat you.
Oh, really? And what stakes do you propose?
If I win, you have to tell me all your secret evil plans.
Fine. And if I win, you have to leave my house.
Agreed. So, what form of insult game shall we play?
Let's stick to the basics, shall we?
Alright, here we go.
On guard. Touche!
Oh, that is so cliche.
Alright. And we got all of the classic insults from all the games.
Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know.
He knows that one.
You're not worth a zack.
What?
Right back at ya.
You got kangaroos in the top paddock. Bugger off the Bullamakinka.
What?
What the heck are you saying?
Ha ha!
I lost.
Naturally. Now get out of my house.
Well, now we know how he beats everyone. His insults make zero fucking sense if you're non-Australian. Boy. Well, unfortunately, there's no real way to beat him in insult sword fighting. You can try, but it won't work. So we're gonna have to deal with Ozzie at some much later time. But for now, there's one thing we gotta do. Just to piss him off.
What are you doing? And what is that horrid smell? You've befouled my platypus. Ah, crikey, look what you made me do. Now I need to order a new cane.
And he'll go back to that shop later on or a new one.
I thought he'd never leave.
But in the meantime, yeah. Beats me an insult sword fight. I might go into his house and spray with Chuck scent perfume all over his house. That's the way to do it.